Greetings, sentient beings. Welcome to the Spiritual Alchemist channel. My name is Marvin. I'd like to invite you today to discuss how we can use suffering to purify harmful actions. And when we talk about suffering, suffering comes in to train compassion. And I like the word compassion because it's inviting the passion to come to us. And once we extremely feel, then the flavor of that transmission can occur. So that change can then start. So a change and perhaps a desire to learn will follow that as well. And experience, of course, is the teacher. And like the quality of the sun, that comes to bring warmth and guidance and wisdom for us. And through seeing, others as we would see ourselves, and as well to treat others as we would treat ourselves, we're prompted to that. And then we begin to practice compassion. So compassion has an enormous amount of power. So it's just really unbelievable because that commitment and thankfulness come, on their own, and then we're never dependent on something else as well. And so then we get that inner wholeness where we're then thankful, and as well, we have that inner wholeness that that can be made then a habit for us. So because, whether something is pleasing or not, depends on how the mind is going to view it. And when the mind is not disturbed, then other elements of the body, of course, are not disturbed as well. And if you really want to know the truth, suffering is bliss in its true nature. So there is always the flip side of things as well. So we can never stay in that one emotion or that one feeling ever, for a complete lifetime, for example. And that's why I'd like to say as well that things like happiness, because when we say, the only thing that I want is to be happy, well, of course, that's not the only thing that we want. We want more than just that happiness. We want sometimes to feel definitely other things. We go from day to day in our lives, and we're affected by environmental things. We're affected by situations that happen within families, within our friendships, and within ourselves as well. So we do want other, I would say, experiences to happen. And when we look at things like happiness, happiness embraces many misconceptions because with happiness, we become complacent and satisfied and think, okay, once I reach that, then that'll be it, and I'm going to be happy. But that never happens because then there's this feeling of either wanting more or getting rid of some things and so forth. So we forget the fact that happiness is as well transitory. So everything is transitory, and happiness as well is not pure. The state of pureness, the state of pureness for me is love. That is where everything is. So, and happiness as well is attached to conditions. So if we say, if I get that, then I'm going to be happy. Well, we get that, and then we're not happy because it's really not what we wanted. And then we put expectations in front of that as well. So this then brings in another, I would say, another bag of experiences and feelings that we might have to deal with. So if our suggestions then are not followed, then some sort of consequences often follow those as well. And these are conditions which are placed on the happiness. So the question could be asked, who is this happiness benefiting? Who is it benefiting? Well, we are actually happy, but often we don't realize it until sorrow sets in, reminding us that the prior phase was surfaced in happiness. So it was only surfaced in happiness. then we miss it because we were somewhere looking at how things were in the past. So staying in the present is always going to be beneficial for us because we can deal with those feelings, and depending on what those feelings are, we can also release those feelings as well. That's always my recommendation. Once we get them, it doesn't matter what kind of reaction that they bring, to take a look at them, thank them for being there, and then release them as well. And we should be satisfied with everything that we have. But unfortunately, once happiness is set in, we are constantly looking for more. And that is the whole cycle of it, looking for more. When things come our way, we should appreciate them. And then remembering how fortunate we are. And generosity is the basis of discipline, and all phenomena are illusions. So this is one thing to definitely keep in mind, that everything that happens is an illusion for us to experience and for us to bring back as love, light, compassion, wholeness, thankfulness. And I'd like to thank you for being here with me. And if you like this video, please share it with others, like and subscribe, and hope to see you in the next video.